Hello there everybody, and welcome back to our Collooney Gospel Hall Facebook page, and this is the next in our series of the Gospel from Graffiti. Now if you're local, you maybe recognise the mosaic graffiti sign behind me. I'm here in the little village of Gorteen in South Sligo. Now Gorteen is known as Coleman Country, and this is the heart of Irish traditional music, and it takes its name from a famous Irish fiddle player called Michael Coleman. Michael Coleman was born in the 1920s, not too far from here locally. His father James was an established flute player in his day and eked out, I'm sure, a rather meagre living for the family on a small plot of land here near the area. And also to my right there's the Coleman Traditional Music Centre. If you're ever through Gorteen, pay it a visit, well worthwhile. There's interactive video terminals giving the history of local traditional Irish musicians here, photographs, records, etc. Other people such as James Morrison and Paddy Killorn, in addition to Michael Coleman. And Michael Coleman, again, it said he made over 80 recordings before he died in Manhattan in New York in 1945. You'll see again on the wall the motto, "Music is life." That was probably the motto of Michael Coleman. Music was his entire life, I'm sure. Music is life, our hearts have beats. I don't know what your life is today. Maybe your life revolves around sport. Maybe it revolves around making money. Maybe it revolves around education, I don't know. You've heard the saying, this is the life. Maybe it's somebody lying back on a sunny beach and they're relaxing and the sand is warm and the tide and the sky, the sea is blue, and they say this is the life. Maybe it's a fisherman by a lake or a riverside. They just love the quiet and peace and solitude. They say, this is the life. You've heard the phrase. Well, just let me read it to you about another life in John's Gospel in the New Testament, chapter 10, verse 10. The words of Jesus Christ, he says, "The thief comes only to steal and to kill and to destroy. I came that they might have life and have it abundantly." You see, Jesus is writing this against the backdrop of a very religious country and people. And the people were being asked to carry out many religious laws and traditions and to give money, but really they had no pleasure out of it, or no enjoyment, or no reality, or no fulfillment. And Jesus says, I am come to offer you something different, life. And that's what the gospel is really all about. You see, the gospel is not about onerous religious duties. The gospel is about life in Christ. It's about a person today. You see, it's the same as we have in John chapter 3, verse 16. And Jesus Christ there speaks to a man called Nicodemus, and he said to that man who was religious, who was cultured, who was a gentleman, "Nicodemus, if you want to be in heaven, you must be born again to receive this new life." And Nicodemus said, "Lord, how can a person be born again physically?" That's not what Christ meant at all. But really, you see, the problem is our nature is wrong. An apple tree will always grow apples. That's what's wrong with society today is human behaviour, because of our wrong nature that we can't change no matter how we try. No matter what reforms we try to make, we'll never change our sinful nature. We got it from our first parents, Adam and Eve. And that's what the Bible means when it speaks about the new birth, or salvation, or regeneration, or being born again. Or as we have here in John 10, Jesus said, I am come that they might have life. Do you want life today? You see, you have a choice. You can say, no, I prefer my own ideas. I prefer my own opinions. You can say, I'll just do my own thing. You have a choice. But you know, remember, every action has a consequence. And we're all going through life physically, the journey of life, and we're all going out to meet God in eternity. And remember, if you want to be in heaven, you must have Christ. And you must have the spiritual life the Bible talks about here. If you're ever going through Gorteen, look to your right hand side and you'll see the mosaic here on the wall. Music is life, our hearts have beats. Remember, only one life. You're passing through life. You're dead in sin, as I was. Paul speaks to people called in ancient Ephesus, in modern day Turkey. He said there was a time when you were dead in sins, but now you've been saved, you've been born again. You have life in Christ. Do you want life in Christ today? Religion won't get you an inch nearer heaven. There's no point pretending God doesn't exist and just living your life for pleasure, because the evidence is overwhelming that there is a God. Truth is there to be seen. Do you want truth today? Maybe you're asking like Pontius Pilate did. I hope you are. What is truth? Christ is truth. He's the embodiment of truth. He is the way, the truth, and the life, as we have in John's Gospel. Remember again, please ask for a free New Testament if you'd like one. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. And again, I appreciate your time very much indeed. Thank you.